In this video, I'll be teaching you how to get the gray out of your TIG welds. Achieving the gold TIG welds.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to get the gray out of your welds. Now, I know this is a shop environment and it's probably hard for you to hear me, so for most of this video I will be using the microphone. So let me show you what we're doing right now. I just ran this weld. We're running this on a seam of a tank, and I did a little something just to illustrate for you, which I will clean up later. I ran this weld at 190 amps, way too hot for what I'm doing here. Then I ran this part here at 140 amps, still too hot. This is to illustrate to you what's going on. And I ran this part at 110 amps. Okay? What's going on when you get the gray is, for one, you're moving out of the puddle too fast for what it's melted. That doesn't mean you're moving too fast. That usually means that your temperature is too high. It hasn't had time to cool down by the time the gas coverage moves out of its path. And that's when you usually start getting the oxidation look. The atmosphere comes in and attacks your weld, right? So that's pretty much what's going on. If you have checked everything, you checked your gas, you checked your cup, you checked all your consumables, everything is where it needs to be, 95% of the time it's going to be that you're running too hot or just too slow. That also can be a factor. Heat will build up too slow, and then the whole thing heats up, and by the time you move out of it, it doesn't have time to cool down. That's also plays in a factor. You get crystallization. There's a lot of different stuff that can go wrong with a weld at this point. So, that being said, there has been a time where I got a bad bottle of gas, but it has been so hit and miss. I think I can recall in the 30 plus years I've been welding, only one time, and that was at Metro Aviation in Shreveport, Louisiana. And that was just one time where we had to swap the bottle out, a brand new bottle, because it was giving off bad gas. But this tutorial will get you lined out and having you make the beautiful welds that you're hoping to achieve. This is stitch welding a seam, okay? So what you want to do is start here and move into the weld. Come back up here, move into the weld. Come up here, move into the weld, so on and so forth. That way it prevents heat buckling, keeps it all consistent. Now we're putting on the second weld. Don't carry too much heat, and you'll be able to get that gold like this right here.
This to better illustrate how clean welds are made.
That's pretty much how it's done. So at this point, I'll show you what I did. So I'm putting that angle towards me. Some people will say, was it a push or a pull? That's called a push. All right. I'm going at that angle, and I step. Like it. I've established a puddle. I filled it in with my filler rod. Step, filled it in with filler rod. Step, filled it in with filler rod. Step, fill it, so on and so forth, keeping it very consistent.
Here's more illustration of how the welds are made and how the heat is controlled. It's one thing to be told, but it's a whole nother to see it. This is aluminum. The same applies for aluminum as it does steel. In this weld, you can see some oxidation. I'm showing this to illustrate another difference. This wasn't run too hot, too fast, or too slow. This was caused by too much wind blowing in the work area. Here's what the aluminum looks like when everything's done properly. In this video, you've seen what happens with stainless steel, carbon steel, and aluminum. I hope this tutorial has helped and that your welds will benefit from it. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button.